that video so you were more informed than I was when it came to Universal Studios helping the guests with physical disabilities. I have been to so many other big theme parks over the years, so I didn't expect Universal to be so different. I posted about my first experience at Universal Studios in Florida in a cerebral palsy support group on Facebook, and it was really interesting to see how many other people had some of the same struggles at Universal as I did. I'm not making that video to attack Universal Studios. I want to get the information to Anthony because of how unaware I was myself that when my first visit to Universal Studios I went with my family. Before we went to Universal, I posted another group acting at Universal had the same disability pass like Disney does, and people won't tell me yet they do. Some people even said the Universal disability pass is better than the Disney disability pass. So I thought, oh great, because the disability pass has helped make my visit more enjoyable and physically easier for me. Each time I visited Disney, I expected to go the same way. Little did I know Universal wasn't gonna give me the pass, and I was wondering why they didn't give it to me. When I was growing up, when I was a little girl, anytime my family got to visit Disney or other theme parks, they had a wonderful disability pass set in place so guests with physical and or mental disabilities could enjoy the park like all the other guests. The old disability pass that Disney did, they would go up to a ride with no pass, and they were letting interfere the exit, which was always disability accessible, and they would get on the ride right away. That was really helpful, so people with physical or mental disabilities didn't have to drain themselves right away by waiting half an hour to an hour or so in a line. That pass was such an amazing thing, but unfortunately there were people out there cheating the system that were not disabled. I think it went back in 2014. Disney discovered that there was that weird under market thing going on online by the very wealthy people. Basically what they would do is they would find people with physical challenges and with disabilities, and they would family will pay the person with the disability to pretend to be the family member, so the wealthy people wouldn't have to wait in the right lines like anyone else. It's a pretty mess up. So because of all that happening, people taking advantage of the program, theme parks had to make a lot of changes to try to prevent people from cheating and getting the disability pass. This is probably why Universal is really much strict about giving the disability pass out. Every time I go to Disney, I get the new disability pass, and for those who do not know how that works, you get the pass. They had to take a photo running. They did it so they know the pass on the magic band you're using is actually you, the person with the disability, and the rest of the group you came to the park with are not allowed to use the pass. You are not riding the ride with them. And they go up to a ride, and one of the cast members were getting a return time. How long the return time in the same amount of time people are waiting in the line. So you go sit or do something, you come back at the return time and you get to enter the pass line. You are waiting the same amount of time as all the other guests to get on that ride. We got to Universal and my family went to the forget services. We saw it was a pretty long line. One of the staff members came up to us and asked why we're waiting in the get services line, and I brought up to get the disability pass, and the staff member replied, "Oh yeah, yes, the guest accessibility pass," and led up to a different get services inside the accident park that had no line at all, so we could get help right away. Now, I believed I was going to get it because Disney, it had never been an issue. They had never gave me any problems about giving me the pass. So I'm really happy that I could get this same pass that helped me so much when I visit Disney. We got to the second get services and I brought up the disability pass. We was pointing that staff member that if I stand for long periods of time or do a lot of walking, I will get tired quickly and I will experience pain. We also explained that if I'm out in the sun in the heat too long, I will get sick. That has happened to me before and it's awful. Her reply was, well, for a guest with physical challenges, you have 3 options. So he knocked out the disability pass completely. The options he gave me was to buy the fat passes to help me get through the Southern lines, with Universal Park ticket alone is so expensive. Second option was for me to rent one of the wheelchairs for $15 for the day. My third option was to pay $50 to rent one of those kiddos. Those are the three options I've been given to help me with my physical disability. Like I said, the Universal Park tickets alone are super expensive, and usually I can go a full day of walking at Disney if I'm able to sit down and get once in a while without using a wheelchair. Most of the time, the second day I need to use a wheelchair because I wear myself out physically. Like, I can hardly walk the next day, or I have back issues. So I kinda said no to paying extra for any of that stuff. I wish I would have been paid the $15 more for the wheelchair because of what ended up happening to me later in the day. I found out that Universal's TDM policies takes for the disability pass. That program is perfectly intended for guests or the families visiting Universal with an excellent select physical or learning disability. In addition, no physical disability can be accommodated by using a wheelchair. You are likely not eligible for the pass. I'm not exactly sure what Universal mean by select physical disabilities. I don't know that my cerebral palsy didn't fall under that category, and they expected me to pay for a wheelchair or kiddo to help me. More people in the group I said that yes, Universal usually will only getting the disability pass is if you have a mental disability, only will have a mental disability with a physical disability. So what I'm hearing from the disability community is Universal focuses on the helping guests who have mental disabilities. Physical disabilities, they often need to pay more for fat passive wheelchair or kiddo to help you. There was only a few rides at Universal I went on, and this is another thing I want you to be informed about. Just in case not going to Universal to ride the rides. If you have poor upper strength because of no disability, you could be denied by the staff members with getting on to a ride. Almost all of the rides require the guests to have upper strength. Another thing I noticed is most again a lot of Universal rides warn that people with epilepsy shouldn't ride the yarn. There was a lot of yarns I didn't do, but my family did. I found out while waiting for the rest of my family to get on and off a yarn was on the universal seating is out in the sun. I spent even more time standing because I had to stand in the shops to wait for my family to keep myself cool. My only choices were to sit down in the sun and risk getting sick or standing in the shop and keeping myself cool so I don't get sick. The rides I did go on, I had to wait in line standing and walking for half an hour straight. Halfway through the day, my right hip began going out. I couldn't put any weight on it. It was really painful. We were waiting in line to get up on the hormone present that when my hip had enough. I almost failed when I reached the ticket booth for the train. My family members had to take turns helping me walk so I wouldn't fall. Throughout the day at night, I could walk, then I couldn't walk, then I could walk again, and I couldn't. When my family got off the Harbor Express, we saw okay the a wheelchair for the rest 5 hours were there. The issue with getting me a wheelchair almost more than halfway through the day is the Harry Potter stuff is always at the back of the park and wheelchair handles is always at the front of the park. I didn't even know how I could walk all the way back to the front of the park with the pain. That when things got really bad was when the park was closing and everyone was exiting. We were exiting and my head went out completely super painful. I recently picked up that medicine pain because I live with cerebral palsy, so I get back issues, I get knee issues, I get joint pain, my muscles ache, but that time I actually cried. I felt I couldn't walk at all. There was no way I could make it to the parking lot. Thankfully, I'm so tiny because my family put me in my baby nephew's toddler. I know I looked really ridiculous and I was catching a lot of eyes and giving a lot of people some laughs, but they want to get me out of the park and back to our car safely. I went to the doctor the other day and I am being put back into physical therapy and hopefully that helps with the new issue I'm battling. I will be posting another video of all the footage I took inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, even though my first experience at Universal wasn't the best. I'm really glad that my family had a good time, and seeing my nephew's face that light up when we forced into the Harry Potter world, that made my day. I don't want to offend you guys about all this. I hope that video is really helpful for many out there. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye.